Well, to extend the life of the roses, you want to treat them with a lot of tender loving care, and that starts when you get home with the flowers. And they need that little packet of preservative, the flower food that comes with them when you buy them. They need that. They need that sugar to replenish the food that they're not getting from the plant anymore. So you want to make sure you mix that properly according to the directions on the packet. And that's very important, because if you mix it with too much strength, then the flower is going to actually move along faster and it's going to open up more quickly than you want it to. If you mix a dilute solution, then it's not going to do all the good that it is meant to do in terms of keeping the bacteria down in the water and so forth. So you want to mix it properly. That's important. And you want to recut the flower stem, because by the time you get home with your flowers, even if they've been put in little water tubes, the ends of the stems have probably dried and calloused over. So you want to cut about 1 inch off of the stem of the roses before they go into their vase. If you can make that cut underwater, even better. Sometimes when you see a flower head that is, kind of bent over, and they call it bent neck, it's a blockage, and the flower is not getting the water all the way up the stem. So we're trying to reduce those blockages, so leaving the thorns on makes less of an opportunity for bacteria to get in the stem and for a blockage to occur. You also should leave some of the foliage on the flowers. Sometimes you see all the foliage removed on the stems, but the flower needs some of those leaves to help draw that water up the stem. Just make sure all the leaves that'll be underneath the water line are removed, because leaves under the water can also cause bacteria to develop. But you also want to look at the stage of opening of the flower. You don't want a flower that's pointed, and you don't want a flower that's open quite a bit. So the best thing to do is to check the flower by squeezing it. You give it a squeeze, and it should be firm, but not hard. It should be kind of in that stage of it has some give, but it's full, it's firm. You can tell it's got a lot of water in it, so you know the uptake of the water has been good to this point, and that it's got a lot of petals that are going to open beautifully.